Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, it's Jacob, playing Magic on Twitch for the first time in a very, very long time. And I think this probably warrants some explanation, right? Because I've been out of the game for a very, very long time. And you guys are going to have to forgive me for being vague about why I have an opportunity to return to this game. But essentially, I stopped playing Magic a long time ago due to a conflux of factors, right? It wasn't just that I didn't like the direction the game was going. It was pretty bad for my emotional and mental health, because it was like the only thing I was doing with my life. And a bunch of factors pertaining to it were outside of my control just based on the nature of the game, right? What's changed is I now have a project I've been working on that's completely within my control for the most part, that I'm 95% of the way done with. I'm making a video game with my wife and my best friend. And we're at the point where the game's basically done. We're just waiting for art assets. So I have more going on in my life than just Magic. My future isn't dictated by the whims of Wizards of the Coast. So I've been in a much better place as a result of that, right? So I figured now is as good of a time as any, while I'm waiting for those remaining art assets to trickle in, to see how the game has changed. I'm not fully committing to playing it, but I figured I'd play a league, see how Magic has changed, and go from there. Yes, I am playing Magic. I'm doing a lot better than I have been. Yes. So this is me sort of tentatively testing the waters, because I have some downtime with, the big project I'm working on. Figured I'd see what's up. Yes. I have been keeping up with Zach from the Mana Symbol, Aspiring Spike, a bunch of other streamers, and they've sort of been my window into the format. And, nothing beats actual experience, right? But what I've learned by watching them is Ragavan's pretty busted, Hammer Time's pretty good. Removing these creatures that will just spiral out of control in when the game is kind of important. But that's pretty much all I know. So if I'm not super analytical during this stream, it's because I'm sort of relearning how to play the game, if that makes any sense. So now that the introductions are out of the way, let's just jump into it. I've selected what I think is the deck that I would be most comfortable playing. I really like Delver style decks, and Ragavan just seems to be a good Delver type card. Murktide seems good, Iteration seems very good. Dragon Rage Channeler seems insanely good. Just powering up all your cantrips, dumping crap in the graveyard for Murktide seems really good. Yes, I am back at least for today. And now that I have things in my life other than Magic, I don't think losing is going to hit me as hard. Now that professional Magic is essentially dead, I don't have any aspirations to play at a professional level, so that should take some of the heat off as well. Thank you, Regent. Well, don't get me wrong, Azcanta. If I do start streaming again, there are going to be some streams that I do mostly just for me, where I play video games. But today we are playing Magic. This is for me in a way too, just because I am curious how Modern has been. And I hope to satiate my curiosity. Lots of people showing up again. Hello, Witch King. I'm feeling really, really good. Staying hydrated like normal. Alright. And let's move this shit over. Oh, another thing. My old Moto account was banned from trading for some reason, so I had to make a new account. We have no lands here, so this is a pretty easy mulligan. We don't have any threats. We do have lots of removal. I feel like I'm going to keep this and put back Steam Vents, and keep the fetch land so that Murktide's easier to get in the graveyard. And hopefully we don't Thought Scour away 2 threats. Yeah, that's probably it too, Heavy Dirty Soul. It was probably auto-flagged, and then because Wizards of the Coast doesn't have a whole lot of help with their support team, it's going to take a while to reinstate it, so I figured I would just... Okay, let's see. Esper Sentinel. This draws a card unless I pay what its power is, right? Well, there's no reason to kill it now, so let's just wait. How much do I care about Hammer Time drawing a card? I feel like the answer's not really. That I don't really care. I think if they play Sigarda's Aid, I might kill this. Thoughtseize. Alright. I've sent them messages, and they've taken a while. Yeah, I'm happy to be playing Izzet as well. I'm happy Izzet's actually good. Considering their play was just Thoughtseize, I don't really feel the pressure to bolt this. Oh, good golly gee. Okay, so I guess now to kill. Can anybody hear me now? Blah, 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 blah. How's the audio? Much better? Okay. I guess my microphone got disconnected for some reason. I don't have any desire to dash out Ragavan here, though. Alright, they're probably going to start cracking these silent clearings, right? Trying to find removal for the monkey before we find removal for their 1/1. Did they draw another 1-drop? They either drew a 1-drop or removal, right? Because I don't think that 1 point of damage is really important. Yes, we will pay 1. Savage Rocker, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Is this going to be Kaya's Guile? Okay. Well, that makes our Murktides worse. But they don't have a lot of action going on, it seems. Let's see what they draw. Another Esper Sentinel. So that's 4? Just gonna get beat down by these Esper Sentinels, it seems. There's Ragavan. Any thoughts on a more controlling list? Oh, I'm sure that could be a thing. It's just I'm super rusty with brewing. So I didn't want to risk trying to brew something with re-entering the format. I think I'm going to actually just counter this and bank on them drawing a land. Hopefully. Or another Ether Vial. That way we can dash this Ragavan and hopefully start recovering. If they Vial in a 2-dropper have removal here, that could be really bad for us, though. Alright. Monkey gets in. What do we get? Fatal Push. That's excellent. Because now we can just Fatal Push the Esper Sentinel. Pay 1. Neat. Okay. We got something here. We're still, like, kind of at parity. But, you know, that's not awful. We have killed all their Esper Sentinels. So, unless they play Lurrus, we don't have to worry too much. Yeah, I like Prismari Command quite a bit. I think that card's very good. Yep, there's Lurrus, which means they get Esper Sentinel back. Hopefully we can draw an Unholy Heat or something. Spirebluff. Not ideal. Guess we are casting Ragavan, cracking Fiery Islet. We could have cracked Fiery Islet and then played the Spirebluff Canal. But I don't really feel like committing to that line right here. I think if they attack with Lurrus, we trade Ragavan for Lurrus. Pretty sure. Or we... Because we're not getting in with the Lurrus anymore, right? Now I think we trade Lurrus for Snapcaster Mage, right? Because there's nothing in our graveyard anyway. Oh yeah, that would have been great if I just brewed something and immediately 5-0'd, but in order to brew effectively, you really gotta have good format knowledge, and I'm just a babe in the woods right now. Alright, we need a good draw here. That's not a good draw. something good. Neat. Think we lose? Pretty sure we're gonna lose this. But that's okay. I'd be amazed if we won our first game anyway. Yeah, exactly. Good old Pan Glacial Worm. That's the one you can cast by searching your library, right? Okay, there's Urza's Saga. I had a feeling they were running that. Okay, so between Urza's Saga and the black mana, maybe Blood Moon's worth considering. Then again, maybe I'm just itching to play some Blood Moons. Nice Thoughtseize. Underworld Cookbook. So they're playing Asmo too? I've seen enough. Now I feel like we have an effective plan. I want engineered explosives to kill their vials, their 1-drops, Abrade, Kozilek's return seem pretty good. I don't like Counterspell at all. I'd rather just be on the kill all their stuff plan. I think Brazen Borrower is kind of mid. They seem low to the ground. Not a lot of stuff we're going to need to bounce. I think our 2-for-1s have to be better than their 2-for-1s, so I'm hesitant to take out Snapcaster Mage. Maybe taking out 1's fine, but again, I don't want to go too light on threats, because they are a Thoughtseize deck. Aplex is following. Thank you for the follow. I forgot how bad I was at pronouncing these. Let's see. I think maybe taking out a Serum Visions and a Snapcaster Mage might be fine. I'm hesitant to take out Mishra's Bauble because we don't have a lot of artifacts and getting Delirium's important. And I don't want to take out Murktide because I feel like a lot of their removal can't kill it other than Kaya's Guile. I forgot I still had those enabled. Yes. Cut Ragavan? Yeah, that makes sense. I respect that. Probably cut the monkey instead of the cantrips in the next one. I think this is a pretty good play. We can just bolt whatever they play on turn 1, and if they don't play anything, we can Thought Scour. Okay, Giver is probably the best thing that they could have played for us. That's a good draw. Okay, we're gonna put that in the graveyard because it's going anyway. Wow, okay. And if we can get... I'm gonna keep that. We're playing Blood Moon next turn anyway, right? No, we're not. We're gonna play Murktide. I'm still keeping this, though, just for more removal. Because if we Blood Moon, we can't play Murktide Regent. And we... Yeah, I feel like Kozilek's return is fine to keep. Our Murktide's going to be a bit smaller by not milling that, but I'm for it. Life is good, Gumbox. Praise Yadaro. May he rest in peace. Cavern of Souls naming human? Sanctifier and Vec, right? Yep. Neat! Well, the good news is we can still cast Murktide Regent. And Kozilek's return does kill that. Alright, here's our 5/5. Next turn, I think we just Blood Moon. Shut him off of black. Yeah, now we're definitely Blood Moon. If they play another Sanctifier, we are super good. Don't play Tide Hollow. Okay. We can let them draw a card, right? I'm fine with them drawing a card here. Goodbye, Urza Saga. Attack. Alright. We have a clock. And they do not have a lot of effective ways to kill our fella. They also have this Dark Confidant draining them. They discarded Ether Vial, which is interesting. Okay. Yeah, Ragavan's definitely gained the cut here. Let's see what you guys meant. I'll keep that. That way we can have Kozilek's return up. Bottom, top. I think I'm fine with them drawing cards with Dark Confidant. Don't really feel super compelled to kill this. They gain 3, okay. What do you guys think? Is there any reason for me to kill the Sanctifier and Vec and Dark Confidant? I'll see what they do here. They might discard a card. Depending on what they discard, it might give us more information. Another Ether Vial. One way I see us losing this is if they go basic Swamp Kaya's Guile and Dragon Range Channeler's dead because of Kozilek's return, and we have to sacrifice Murktide. That is one way I could see us losing. If they go get rid of Dragon's Rage Channeler, Springleaf Drum, that probably warrants Kozilek's return, because then they have access to colored mana. Keeping Expressive Iteration on top. Alright. We probably have this. Gonna express myself. Feel like I want another iteration. Bottom snap, play Bauble. Okay, I don't think it matters too much what I'm drawing, because I'm going to draw it anyway. but maybe I can steal something cool off the top. I'm going to steal their basic swamp with Ragavan. Nice. That is a good synergy. They didn't put Lurrus in hand. Maybe they're tilted. Yeah, Ragavan's gained the cut, though. Maybe I'll keep one in. Concede. Esper Sentinel. Generates black mana. Gonna Thought Seize me and then concede the game, right? Get some information. Because now they don't have a blocker. And I can deal 7 to them? Okay. Well, they still die because of Murktide, right? Because I can cast another. Alright. So I still don't like Counterspell here. I feel like they're a kind of deck. They're the kind of deck that just goes under Counterspell, right? Like, that's pretty safe to say. Ragavan gets chumped, though. I don't mind taking 2 of them out and putting in Snapcaster Mage. There is a possibility that playing Brazen Borrower helps, now that I know that they have Sanctifier in deck. It's weird, right? I'm happy we have Counterspell in the format, though. I've been wanting this card for a very long time. But when it's bad, I don't mind taking it out. So Sanctifier has protection from red, so these are our only 2 ways to really deal with it. So, and Engineered Explosives too. And I don't want to bring any of the counter magic. Maybe the first Jace is better than the last Ragavan. Just as a way to generate card advantage. This can also bounce Sanctifier and help us sort of catch up. Or maybe I just play Serum Visions instead of Jace. Because it's another blue spell that can go in the graveyard to help with Murktide. And I do want my blue cards. Because I promise if Murktide is a really big card in the format, they have like 3 Sanctifiers in their sideboard. Whew. This doesn't get Murktide in the graveyard really quick, but it is really good against a hand of 1 mana removal. I'm tempted to ship it back, but A, they're a Thoughtseize deck, and B, Fiery Islet kind of helps us against Flood. If they go turn 1 Ether Vial, like Abrade and Engineered are looking really good, as it... Also, if they play a bunch of 1-drops, Engineered looks really good. So, I think I keep this. It's not great, but we have means of interacting with them. Is there any reason for the Snow Island? I don't know, because I didn't build this deck. Esper Sentinel. Don't want to give them card advantage. So I think I will just pass. Wait for them to play more 1-drops. And try and get them with Engineered Explosives. Thoughtseize. Okay. Now our hand's so much worse. Hopefully we can avoid drawing a land. That'd be neat. They're probably taking Engineered Explosives here so they can play another 1-drop, right? Like, that's just the smartest thing to do. We're far away from Murktide anyway. Ooh, I haven't taken my fish oil today. It's another thing. I've been trying to be more conscientious of my health. Alright. Sometimes the casing on the fish oil like sticks to your finger. Okay. So Urza Saga, do we have another 1-drop? Yes we do. Okay. I could have got Island there in case we draw Blood Moon. But I feel like I want red mana next turn. Maybe it was correct just to get Island there. Don't really feel like playing Bauble. Is Underworld Cookbook kind of a dead draw? Okay, they can make a construct. We get poked for 1. Okay, so the constructs are going to be fairly large. Another Murktide Regent's a horrible draw. Yeah, that Thoughtseize ruined us. Maybe I should have mulliganed. David MTG, thank you for the follow. Appreciate your presence here. Let's see if they make another construct while they can. They do. So I think the smart thing to do here is to Abrade this construct, pay the extra 1 mana for Esper Sentinel. Nile Spellbomb, interesting. So they want that on tap for Murktide Regent. Destroy this artifact. Yes, I will pay the extra mana. It's a good hate bear. We could just fucking play Murktide Regent. Right? Like as a 4/4? I don't have any issue with that. Makes Nile Spellbomb a bit worse. Or maybe it behooves us to... Okay, they're just doing that now. Interesting. Maybe it behooves us to try and find Brazen Borrower or Unholy Heat. Okay, I will prevent that. And now we have free reign to cast our instants and sorceries. At least for this turn. Thought Scour. That's not super impressive, personally. I guess if they don't play Sanctifier next turn, we can make a big Murktide Regent. However, this is going to be slamming in with lifelink for a while, right? This will be a 6/6. So we really only have 1 turn to deal with the construct. Still, Thought Scour here is something. We could play a Murktide Regent, Expressive Iteration to try and find a Unholy Heat for the construct, because it does deal 6. They can make an artifact at instant speed, though, which would make this a 7/7. They don't equip Shadow Spear, that's bizarre. Are they putting Luris in hand? They didn't make a food token either. Yeah, damage isn't a priority. They're just putting Lurrus in hand. This might be a window for us. Yes, I will pay 1. Unholy Heat. There we go. All right. So that does it, right? That kills the construct. And we can still play Murktide. Fuck yeah. Cool, cool. Let's think with our brains, though. Let's see. I can play Dragon Rage Channeler. Pay 2 for the Unholy Heat. Kill the construct. Even if they make a food token, the construct still dies. Thank you, Murok. Or Mr. Cork. Thank you, Mr. Cork. So that's 3 mana right there. Brings me down to 7. And then I just play a big chunky Murktide Regent. And that should help us stabilize theoretically. I think that's the line. I will pay the 1. Because there are 4 cards in the graveyard. Kozilek's Return seems perfect. No qualms there. Alright, here is my 7/7. That should help us defend. And then Kozilek's Return next turn can help us. The only downside of keeping Kozilek's Return on top is now they know about it. Never dead until you're dead, guys. Never dead until you're dead. I think I'm trading off Dragon Rage Channeler here if we're put in a position where we have to sacrifice a creature to Kaya's Guile. I think I'm sacrificing Dragon Rage Channeler because it would have just died anyway, right? Like, we are in a position where we have to be a bit cautious, though. Lutri Tech. I love Lutri, but I cannot think of a way to effectively put Lutri in this deck. Then again, I was never a great brewer anyway, right? So... okay. So they're seeing what my next card is. Lutri is a 3-drop, right? Like, it's kind of expensive. I'm sure if Lutri had a place, somebody would have thought of it in the deck lists, right? Okay, this opens us up to Kaya's Guile. But that's going to be like all they're doing next turn, which means we can Expressive Iteration. So I think I kill both these here, pay the 1, swing in. They don't have any hasty cards. Yes, I will pay 1 to prevent this. Dump Murktide Regent. Gotta get those blue cards in the graveyard. Here's my clock. This Expressive Iteration is going to help us rebuild, hopefully, because I'm absolutely certain this dude's getting vindicated, or Kaya's Guiled, or, like, spat on in some way. Because they can't just let us play another Murktide, right? Think I'm dropping frames? It is a distinct possibility that I am dropping frames. I must figure out why. Okay, maybe it's not getting vindicated. Don't Thought Seize me, though. That'd be mean. You can draw your card this time, because I have things I want to do. No, I will not pay 2. I have things that I must do. I will put Unholy Heat in my hand, Scalding Tarn in exile. Exile, Scalding Tarn, play it, crack this, island, kill Giver of Runes, just because, right? And then dump for Murktide Regent, hit him for lethal? That's lethal. Neat. Opponent says GG's, GG. Neat. Hey, we won our first match back. That's cool. Gotta love when that happens. Where is my win ratio? Current record. We have current deck. Where's current record? There we go. It is not letting me edit it. I am dropping frames. That's no good. Let's fix that. Your stream is experiencing minor issues. Well, how do I fix those minor issues? Interesting. Maybe I close out of Firefox? Let's see what's taking up memory. So far it's MTGO and Streamlabs. Alright. It's probably about the best I can do, unfortunately. Thank you, Roadkill. I appreciate the positivity. It's good to be back. Oh, is Lutri on Stream Decker? That's not good. It should be the monkey deck. Oh, I know what the issue is. At least I think I know what the issue is. Firefox is not responding. Nice time for my computer to crap out on me. Yeah, that's the wrong deck. Let's fix that. Monkey. There we go. That should fix things. Alrighty. Man, I hate my opponent's username with a fiery passion. They mulligan to 6. We can set up for early Murktides. We don't have a heck of a lot of interaction beyond that, though. And we are on the play, so I don't know how good Counterspell's gonna be. I mean, we're on the draw, so Counterspell might not be great. I couldn't find a good Blue Moon list, Jinky Durdles, but there are lots of good Blue-Red lists. And while I couldn't find a good Blue Moon list, you know, we got like 8 Delvers now in Modern, right? With Dragon's Rage Chandler and Ragavan, so... I'm back to see how Modern is because I had some downtime, right? So... that's what I am doing today. No promises that I'll keep playing, but I have free time because the video game me and my wife are making is 95% of the way done, and now we're just waiting for art assets. I'm gonna Thought Scour here just in case we get Delirium. Can deal that extra 2 points of damage. Alright, we didn't get Delirium, but we got another Dragon Rage Chandler, which is pretty good. Right, yeah. So that could be it. That Blue Moon's really, really good, but everybody just plays the Monkey decks instead. My dream is complete, though. We did get good blue-red cards, which is what I've been wanting for a very long time. So that's cool. Oh, what am I doing? I need to play my Steam Vents here. Gonna put Snappy Boy on top, I think. Actually, that way we have another counterspell. Because we need a sorcery to turn on Delirium, right? Yeah. I think the line is just counter their big scary thing. Bottom that, keep Bauble on top. Just so that we got more fuel for these Murktides. Oh, nice! What are the odds of that? Maybe we're just, like, psychically connected or something. The man's a Chad. I'm glad to see that he's back. Cool. If anybody has Blue Moon lists, I'll take a look at them. I need all the help I can get with this new meta. Karn? Ugin. Well, we don't even have to play Remand anymore. Happy day. If they play Ulamog next turn, I don't even really care, right? Gonna put Murktide in the bottom. Gonna put Unholy Heat at the bottom. What do you have on top of your library? It's that. We got no lightning bolts in the graveyard, though, which is a shame. Because we could use the Snapcaster Mage as a bolt to finish them off if they do something we don't care about. Swag Tusk. They could go Swag Tusk into Wormcoil Engine. That seems scary. I'm going to counter that, though. Because if we find Bolt or Unholy Heat, we can beat Wormcoil. Gonna graveyard that. Gonna graveyard that too, honestly. Yeah, they need exactly Urza's Tower into Wormcoil Engine here to win. Nice, Hugo. Nice, Mr. Cork. Yeah, we got a lot of great cards. I am streaming again. Just for a bit, though. And cool, we have lethal on board. Blood Moon, because I love Blood Moon. Spell Pierce seems fine. Things I don't like. Karn ticks down to 3 and up to 7, so Unholy Heat doesn't kill it. This does kill Tiny Karn, though. Typically, I take out the lightning bolts, right? Maybe I take out 3 bolts, 3 Unholy Heat, because everything else seems pretty good. I know Counterspell's good, I know Blood Moon's good. Right, Spatial Contortion. That makes sense, yeah, because the meta's so aggressive, thanks to Ragavan and friends. If they have Planeswalkers, I think I should just beat them down. I can kill Tiny Karn after it down ticks and Big Karn anyway. Oh, we have a Ragavan that we can protect. I will keep this. We also have Double Island, which is good for Blood Moon. It only counts as a creature, I believe, which is sad. Because I know I can't flash it back. We are drawing Blood Moon. Neat. Fuck yeah. Okay. Even if they kill Ragavan with Spatial Contortion, like, we're gonna have a Blood Moon. And unlike with Blue Moon, we have big threats to kind of close off the game. Don't let me have Counterspell mana, opponent. Okay. Maybe I should change my name to turn 2 Blood Moon. Alright. That's very powerful and like kind of scary how it's kind of scary how powerful that seems. That's not okay, right? Like, that's not okay. Another Counterspell in Murktide Regent? I like both of these. I like both of these. They're gonna have to pop Oblivion Stone eventually, and when they do, we just slam Murktide. Damn. If we Thragtusk would have been awesome there. Ragavan for mana fixing, yeah. This seems fair. I'm tempted to pop these treasures for things that we need to cast. If we need to cast a Counterspell, because they're going to get got by Oblivion Stone anyway. If they get Tron, I don't want them getting Sanctum of Ugin, because that's one way they beat us after they pop this O-Stone. And we have another Counterspell coming anyway. If we exile a Thragtusk, we can play it. Maybe I shouldn't have countered that, so we had enough mana to play Wormcoil if we hit Wormcoil off the top. We exiled Urza's power plant. Okay. Well, now we can use this treasure to Thought Scour next turn, right? Yeah, I think Ragavan is probably an issue, right? I'm gonna Thought Scour myself. Pretty sure. Wow, they let me hit Forest. Gonna pop these treasures. 2 Murktide Regents. That's neat. Mm-hmm. Tale as old as time. Sylvan Scrying, okay. I can't really afford to counter that one, unfortunately. Yeah, they get Sanctum of Ugin, then they play the big boy, then they play Ulamog, then I cry. Shroud! Well, we had our fun. Maybe I shouldn't have countered the Sylvan Scrying. Should have just known they would have drawn another. I think I'll let Oblivion Stone go. We have Abrades. Expressive Iteration would be good here. Thought Scour's kinda medium. If I draw another Murktide, I'll just start playing them. You know, let's get him to pop the O-Stone by playing a Murktide Regent that's big, but not too big. So, 1, 2... I want to keep Abrade in the graveyard anyway, so 3, 4, 5? That seems like a good number. This way it's still a turn 2 clock, and they're still pressured. We aren't doing awful here. Is this Ugin or Ballista? Veil of Summer would be annoying here. But, you know, that's just Veil of Summer, so it makes sense. Alright, they tap that. Ulamog, right? Do I even care about this ballista? They get another walking ballista. Okay, so here's my logic behind countering this. If I counter this, then they don't have the means to race me and are more pressured to crack the O-Stone before they take a hit. Which means that gives me an opportunity to slam down Blood Moon and Murktide Regent. We, of course, get blown out by Veil of Summer, but that's going to happen regardless. See, now they're going to... Oh, they are just going to play another Ballista. Okay. Sure. That's fine. That's A-okay by me. If we draw Bolt, we win. If we draw Blood Moon, we win. I mean, not Blood Moon, Abrade. So destroy that. How many do we have in the yard? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not lethal. So we Blood Moon here, pump our Murktide next turn. Come on, Bolt. Yeah, we needed a Bolt there. Abrade also keeps us in the game. Like, it could have been way worse. We could have drawn a land. Or a Ragavan. That would have been bad. But the Magic Gods are favorable so far. This card, I played a league with this a couple months ago because I was curious back then how Modern was. And this just seems like the thing in the ice replacement. I know we don't get to bounce, but it fits the role of big dumb beater in our deck very well. Chromatic Sphere. They could Chromatic Sphere, draw Nature's Claim. That would be bad. That would undermine most of what we're doing here. They're gonna go again. They could play a 6-mana threat, which cannot kill Murktide Regent. They would need another land. We win. Neat! That was the least stressful game against Tron I've played in a long time. You can just make it really, really big by dumping tons of cards in your graveyard and just delving them away all the time. Still dropping frames. There we go. I'm going to update the win record and then go to the bathroom. I will be right back. 2-0. See you guys in a bit. we're back. Let's go around again. Probably only doing one stream today because not only do I need to go on a walk with Hannah so that we can get our daily amount of sun and stuff, but there are some things I need to do for my project before it gets super, super late. Well, yeah, I did quit for a long period of time, and I quit long enough for me to generate a sense of fulfillment in other areas of my life. And now that I'm pretty satisfied with how things are in the rest of my life, and I have downtime, figured I'd see how Magic was doing. This hand could be good. Are we playing first? We're not. I'm gonna mulligan. I think Snapcaster Mage and Murktide are cards that require a lot of setup. And if they like Thought Seize our Serum Visions or something, or play a Ragavan, that's bad. I'm gonna keep this, and I think I'm gonna bottom Counterspell. Just because I feel like it's gonna be less effective on the draw. Sigarda's Aid. All right. Yeah, this isn't a full-on return to me playing Magic. It's because at the end of the day, I gotta prioritize the things that need prioritization. All right. Let's see what they draw. Pure Steel Paladin, which can equip a hammer. I feel like I need to dig towards removal. Ragavan's just going to get chump blocked anyway, right? So, digging towards removal is probably my best bet. That works. Bottom that. Put lightning bolts on top. If they slam a hammer, I just lose anyway. Okay, so they are going to be able to get a hammer. Stoneforge Mystic. Neat. Okay. So they will get a hammer here. And they're going to get another hammer from Urza's Saga eventually. That's scary. We are not drawing what we need in this matchup. Big yikes. Big, big yikes. Yeah, do whatever you need to do for your emotional and mental health, right, Freedy? That should always be the big factor, because if you're not enjoying yourself, why bother? Oh, goody. Well, I know they have a Pure Steel Paladin in hand, so they would need another Colossus Hammer here to blow me out. They do not have one, I think. Okay. Okay. And they tried to equip to the Ornithopter, which is pretty good for us. Because that means... Wow, they didn't play Pure Steel. Interesting. We can block the Memnite or whoever they equip here. I think I like that. I'll just throw one of these Ragavans out to chump block. Protect me! Oh no, wait, we're just dead. Because they get another hammer from the Urza's Saga. And because they have Pure Steel Paladin, they can equip for free. which means they'll have 2 people with hammers swinging in, which is very bad news. No, that could work, Bajan. One of the reasons why I didn't do that was in case we serumed into a lightning bolt. And that's game. That sure is basically Infect, but with artifacts. But probably a lot harder to deal with. Don't like Counterspell at all here. And Ragavan seems like it gets chump blocked forever. Maybe on the play it's fine, if we can back it up with removal. I feel like Jace is just too much of a risk. Like, that's my control card, right? You have to play Blood Moon in this matchup? Cool. That sucks. For Urza Saga, right? Right. That makes me sad. Because it's cheaper. This hand is so good, I love it. Let's go. We get to be the control deck. I don't really care about Murktide right now. I imagine creatures will be kind of hard to get in the yard anyway, so that's a good opportunity for us to do that. I'll pay 2 mana for Serum Visions here. Sure. Yeah! Let's generate some card advantage. Gonna bottom those, though, to try and find lightning bolts. If they play Prismatic Ending, we're not even in that bad a spot because we have Brazen Borrower. They also play Inkmoth. Neat. So it is an Infect deck. Yeah, this is just better Infect, right? Stoneforge. Got it. Hammer is now in hand. Shadow Spear. Got it. Okay. Murktide's neat, but not what I need right now. That'll be a good, probably chump blocker, as sad as that sounds. We can bounce whatever we want with the Brazen Borrower. If they play Sigarda's Aid, it's whatever. Like, it's still scary, but not the end of the world. I think our interaction's lining up pretty well here. I'm just going for the clean sweep here. Like, draw your card, I don't care. Gonna graveyard that. Me too, Bajan. Me too. I have no idea what it would look like. I'm sure I'd come up with something if I devoted enough mental energy to it. Now we just slam these boys, right? Be like, here is my clock. What say you? This does shut off Delirium, but I think we'll have a fine time re-enabling it with 2 Dragon Rage Channelers. We'll probably just like naturally interact with whatever they're doing and just accidentally get Delirium. Expressive Iteration's a pretty damn good card. Okay. Those sure are magic cards. Well, this Brazen Borrower is going to blow them out of the game. Gotta put that in the graveyard, and also that... But we were gonna hit you for 12! Damn it. Ah, well. Hey, do we still have Blood Moon here on the draw? Probably. It's better than anything else we got. Yeah, exactly. Now we gotta win on the draw. I'm good. Yeah. There we go. Just don't play a turn 1 Esper Sentinel. This hand is good. Neat. I'll take it. Things we are doing. Let's see what our draw is. Mishra's Bauble? I'll take a nut. Actually, I just want to bolt this. Yeah! Okay, Ink Moth. Sure. That doesn't scare me. I'm not afraid anymore. Curd Bros! Hi! Yeah, I'm back to see how Modern is for a bit. I got some free time, so I figured I might as well. Wait, is Hammer Time a hard deck for us to beat? It is, isn't it? Yes, your Springleaf drums are very impressive. Now do something. I feel like Vincini. I'm like, I'm waiting! Again, island here in case we draw Blood Moon. You know what? I'm just playing one of these Murktides. Fuck it. We can always make it bigger if they force us to actually use our spells. Welcome home, Curd Bros. I'm happy Blood Moon is good in the main again. Pure Steel Paladin. Psycho Mantis. Please do something, opponent. My heart can't take it. Stop dragging my heart around. Okay. Impress me. Now we don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Now we got one on defense. Yeah, put Luris in hand. Do it. Do it. Nah, I'd rather deal with Inkmoth Nexus permanently. If I destroy Hammer, they just get it back with Luris, right? I don't want my Murktide to be smaller, and Infect makes it smaller. Neat. Yay! That's the best deck in the format too, right? Yeah, 3-0. Can't wait for Aspiring Spike to roll up and just punch us down. Wouldn't that be neat if we 5-0'd for the return? That'd be cool. Neat! Modern's wide open? I like that. That makes me happy. What do I want to eat today? I want burritos, but there's no good burrito places nearby. Where? Clancy's isn't nearby. We can't walk there. I'd love to walk to Clancy's with you, but...
Are you done?
No, we're 3-0 though.
Oh.
Yeah, we can kill Goyfs now. It's awesome.
We could just get burrito ingredients on Instacart. You want to do that?
We could do that. Oh, I'd love to play against Yama. If I'm gonna lose to someone, I'd be fine losing to him. This hand is not gonna get there. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand might. I will keep bottom counterspell. See what happens. No, I'm not in a city. Not really. It's like city-ish. Living in the city, you know you have to survive. Cast Ragavan. It has been a hot minute, mashed potatoes. That's actually the exact phrase I used to open the stream with. Like, it's been a hot minute. Please attack with Esper Sentinel. Show me you have no self-preservation. Oh, it's the same deck as last time. That's neat. Please attack with Esper Sentinel. Okay. Give me another red source. Balls. I'm not connecting with this boy, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is just attack. Get another card in the graveyard for Murktide. Why would you do that? Esper Sentinel's such a better card. Ah! Oh, why? This can only grow one a turn, right? Okay. Yeah, that could be true Eternal Madness, but we can kill Goyfs way easier than we used to, right? You grow no more, Ingenious Smith. This seems like a good synergy. You can exile a card from your graveyard to grow Murktide Regent by 1. That seems neat. Don't Kaya's Guile me, please. Please and thank you. Oh, I just found a list somewhere. There's no way I was gonna risk returning back to Magic with some list that I just came up with. I've been out of it so long, I'm confident whatever I brewed would just be put in the dumpster. Alright, 3-turn clock. Thought Scour, that helps with Snappy Boy. Let's find removal for Loris. And grow our boy. I love Archmage's Charm. I considered playing a list with it, but there weren't any available on Mana Traders. Let's... I think I'm just Serum Visionings, right? I'm sorry? Okay. So, whatever they're playing is protected. Sure. But if we draw a Bolt, we win. Because we can Bolt Murktide. We can Bolt and then play Murktide. Make it big enough. And they can't gain any life this turn. They tap Urza's Saga? Oh, they can't make a construct. Okay, 10, so Bolt definitely wins now. If I pretended I was blind. Did they put anything in their hand? They didn't. Neat. If we draw another instant, we also win. Sure. This can't protect artifacts, right? It can protect creatures, but it can't protect artifacts. So when they inevitably get an artifact to equip to Luris so they can protect it, we just bounce the artifact, right? They can't tap Silent Clearing either, which is something, maybe? Might be something, might be nothing. We got some blockers. They'd have to... I doubt they can beat a Petty Theft. Could be 2 hammers and a paladin? Yeah, that's possible. Could be 4 fried chickens and a Coke. Thank you, Prismaris. I'm happy to be back. In a good place. Shadow Spear. It's like I knew. Okay. Still not enough. Portable hole. Okay. Still not enough. Okay. Got it. Did we win? Cool. I don't know what their game plan was, even if they hit us for 6. We had a big dude. We had 2 big dudes. A lot of matchups I don't like Counterspell. This saddens me. I think Blood Moon's even better here. Take out Ragavan. And we're good. What's that?
Oh, this is my Beyond Beef. That's alright, because I'm gonna get Instacart so I can burritos.
Oh, neat. So we're making burritos?
Yeah, I'm craving burritos too.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's lucky.
But I have to find my Beyond Beef.
Yikes, this hand. We get a quick Murktide. I'm gonna put back 1 Murktide. Because they do have a tendency to kind of get stranded in our hand. Last updated 1 year ago. Is that the wrong deck again? I'm so sorry. I will try to get the correct Stream Decker deck after this match. I promise. Please kill Dragon Rage Chandler. That way I feel less bad about playing engineered explosives. Oh, goody! Potentially better targets for engineer explosives.
You want me to get sausage again for you?
I would love that.
Okay.
You would be my best friend. Graveyard. Everything must go in the graveyard. Give me a sorcery or a creature. Wow. That's unlucky. I'll attack anyway. I'll trade with a 1-drop here. Oh, they have Giver of Runes. I'm dumb. Woo! I punted! Nice. Get unlucky and then punt. Bet you're feeling pretty good about yourself now, opponent. Well, you should. I should have Thought Scoured before attacks. Yikes. We could have saved it. Oh, wow. Never punished. Never punished. I guess we're Murktiding next turn, because we have many things in our graveyard and they can just get Tormod's Crypt, right? You look sad. What's up, Hannah?
This expired like 3 days ago and we didn't even eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well.
Do you want me to get them again?
Are you getting the sausage too?
Yes.
Then yes, that would be so nice. I think I set this on 1 and then plan to Kozilek's return the artifacts. Nah, that doesn't make sense. We'll just wait. There's no pressure. We can be patient.
Do you want crispy crowns?
I'd love crispy crowns. Thank you. We got lots of good new blue-red stuff, so I'm excited to try it out too. Are you going to Kaya's Guile me, or are you going to make a construct? They're going to make a construct. Well, as long as they don't thought seize my engineered explosives, I like where we're at. Okay? Okay? Shadow Spear? I'm not afraid of you. Counterspell. Even more reason to take the counterspells out of our deck. This deck full of 1-drops. It's playing Cavern of Souls. Well, I mean, it is a human deck, right? So maybe that's why. Give it protection. No, they want to make a food. I'm not blocking. I refuse. Well, this is going to be awkward, opponent. I'll put Murktide in my hand, that on the bottom, force myself to play Channeler, not play Channeler, blow up these artifacts, scream tears of joy. Probably gain an island here. They could needle engineered explosives, that's true. but I don't think they were planning that. Streamer Scout Creent. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I think we're safe to attack here. Not the best value off of Expressive Iteration, but it is another card in our graveyard for future Murktides. We might be able to win next turn. No, we can't. If we draw a Bolt, we win next turn. Man, Murktide's such a good Magic card. They put Lurrus in hand. They're going to play Lurrus, then play nothing. Because they don't have anything they can play. Ah, good point. I don't think they're going to deal 11 damage to me, so I think I'm fine expressing myself. Put Serum in my hand. Bottom that. Force myself to play Steam Vents. Let's see. 1, 2. Kill Giver. That way we can block Lurrus next turn with this here Murktide Regent. We get to deal more damage this way too. We had Kozilek's return, didn't even need it. Alright, deal 9 damage to me, black-white deck. Yes, your Lurrus is very broken, very pretty. Yep. They need their last card to be a removal spell, but even if it is, I just kill them with the other Murktide Regent. Dispatch. Cool. You still lose. Yep. We are 4-0 with our return stream. Zach! Hi! It's going alright. Because my game's almost done, I had free time. Me and Hannah are literally just waiting on art assets at this point. And it's probably going to release around January. Because that's the trajectory. So because I have all that time, I figured, you know what? I'll see how Magic is. Why not? I can retire now. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare retire. You're the only one brave enough to play the decks that I'm not brave enough to play. Why is my record not updating? Is it updating now? Alright. We're good. 4-0. Let's get this bread. Should I upload this to YouTube? I mean, the YouTube people need to know I'm back too, right? What do you think, Hannah?
Well, are you back for good or are you back today?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess regardless, it's...
Do we have anything to do? Like, there's one bug left.
Yeah, you might as well, in the meantime.
Yeah. Just while we're waiting for stuff to trickle in.
Yeah.
Wait, is your name not Zach? This whole time I thought your name was Zach. Should I just call you Mana Symbol? Oh, Randy. Randy's one of your personas. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Sorry. My bad. See, I figured it out eventually, which is what matters. I'm just so used to, like, messing up people's names when they, like, follow and stuff that I wouldn't be surprised if, like, this whole time I was just saying your name wrong, and it's like, we'll just let him have his fun. Randy Rootwalla? Please tell me he, like, only plays mono red decks. Or I guess Basking Rootwalla was a card. So, like, Madness decks? Yay! I feel happy. This has been a really positive stream. I wasn't expecting this much positivity. Yay. Good stuff, good stuff. Speaking of positivity, this hand is fucking stacked, so we're gonna keep it. I think we're just playing Steam Vents on turn 1. And then we can hold up either Counterspell or go Serum's Bolt, depending on what they do. He'll play anything to win. Good. Yes, upload it to YouTube. I really need to go to sleep now. Okay, I will do that. Yay. Well, I forget sometimes, you know, like, COVID's happening, and, like, I've been in the hole. I've been in, like, programming hell for, like, a year and a half, so I forget things sometimes, but you're right. It is good to be reminded of these things. Life has been treating me well, thank you. Thank you, that storyteller. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm not happy we're being Thoughtseize, though. But we can rebuild. If they don't take Murktide, they took Murktide. That's fine. We will rebuild. Why is my client lagging? There we go. I think I'm just gonna Serum Visions here. Hopefully whatever they play, maybe they'll play like a Void Walker or some nonsense. Unholy Heat. Wow, good thing we Serum Visions, because those were some stinkers. Should I just bolt here to deal 3? Kind of want to. Yeah. I'm about this life. Moto, why are you doing this to me? I'll close Discord too. I'll do whatever I need to do to get you to work properly, Moto. Steam Vents? Oh my goodness, they are dead next turn if I draw a land. And if they do nothing. Ragavan. Oh, frick! Ah, that sucks. Okay. Watch them be a Death Shadow deck, and I get hurt real bad. Butts. Oh no, I sold all of my Magic stuff so that I could make the video game Hannah and I were making. I cashed out completely. And I regret nothing.
Jacob, I wish you liked string cheese.
Why? Why do you wish I liked string cheese? Hannah, I'm not 5. Just because I quote SpongeBob all the time doesn't mean I want SpongeBob string cheese. I do.
Really?
No, we shouldn't get that. Money's tight.
Yeah. You wouldn't eat string cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's not worth getting it if we... Like, I might not eat it. If you like string cheese, go ahead. You can, like, substitute it for something.
I wouldn't eat it unless I'm on a carb.
Okay. I knew you were gonna thought seize me, you fool. Yeah, I really enjoy SpongeBob. Like, quite a bit. At least the first 3 seasons. It was really enjoyable. I think I'm gonna Unholy Heat here. Yo, rewarded. Ragavan, I'll keep. Because now I have a means of killing and blocking Ragavan. And I'm not cracking this Bauble because I refuse to let them thought seize my monkey. You thought seize me, I bolt you. Yeah, absolutely. That's all there is. Death Shadow. Ugh. That bolt cost me the game. That bolt cost me the game. No! Oh, never mind. Dash Ragavan. Man, Unholy Heat seems good. Blood Crypt. I exiled their land when they were missing land drops. Fear me. That's cute. Your deck is now my deck. Yo! Yar har. That was a saucy rip. Could have got better things here, but that's fine. Death Shadow, okay. You gonna play a Ragavan too? That's good. This pleases me. Not dashing Ragavan here. Just doing everything I can to prevent Murktide Regent from dying. Sure. Guess they don't have Unholy Heat? Thank you so much for playing my game. They need to go land Unholy Heat here. I'm not dumb enough to block that. Okay, D. Frank. I don't know. I respect it a little bit, right? Like, I've seen people attack with their rune crabs before. Okay. Let's use our brain. We're playing against basically our deck, but with black, which means Drown in the Loch, which means Death Shadow, which means Fatal Push, stuff like that, right? I'm tempted just to bring in Blood Moon, because it's like Death Shadow deck, Blood Moon must be good. But I don't know. I'm also tempted to keep in some number of counterspells. Is Soul Guide Lantern here good? If it could exile our graveyard, it might be. I don't even know if they play Murktide. They probably do. I'd cut Monkey again? Yeah, that makes sense. It's just gonna get killed by everything. I know it kind of hard carried us through that match, but they were stuck on mana. Disputes, eh? Interesting. I do like Dispute more than Counterspell, I guess. Too dirtily? Okay. I feel like I need more removal. Nah, that's a fine amount of removal. I don't want to get stuck with my pants down by just having too many counterspells in my hand. They do have Luris. So Soul Guide Lantern's probably fine. It's probably like fine, right? Actually, Unholy Heat's a card they have. So I should just bring in Soul Guide Lantern. I kind of love this. Yes, I will keep. If they take Dragon Rage Channeler, I can hold up Unholy Heat and Thought Scour. You gonna Thought Seize me? Our Unholy Heat will be able to kill Death Shadow at some point. Oh! Yeah, you're right. No Murktide if they have Luris. Whoops. Well, at least the Lantern cycle, maybe. Let's see what we're gonna draw. Murktide, I like it. So I'm not going to fetch or Thought Scour until I draw that. Basic Mountain. Inquisition. Cool. Well, you cannot take Murktide Regent because it costs 7. And Murktide Regent's not going to be able to be killed by Drown in the Loch next turn. Nice monkey. You're a monkey, Derek! A monkey! Dance, damn it, dance!
Where's that from?
It's from Zoolander. Alright. They can't tag it with Unholy Heat because it's a 7/7. We can still lose this, though. Inquisition, yes, we get it. Alright, one thing they can do is swing Ragavan into Murktide, and then Unholy Heat, right? Or they can pass. Or they can pass. Fuck it. Let's go. Okay, this is just working out. 5-0.
Really?
Yeah, first time back, 5-0. That's neat.
Oh gosh. Of course.
It's all the positive energy, not even lying. Like, if there weren't people here, like, actually giving me a reason to come back and do this, I guarantee it would have gone way different. Nice, okay. Neat. I still got it.
Yay, Jacob.
That's cool. Hey, guess what? I know you guys don't need me telling you this, but these new blue-red cards are fucking broken. Like, so I guess I will... Alright, so I'm gonna level with all of you guys. I might as well keep grinding Moto before these cards get banned, just so I can, like, make a security nest for myself until the world's not on fire. So I might be doing this more. But, terms of engagement, if I start streaming again. I know people really didn't like the video game streams, or the visual novel streams, but I liked them. So I was thinking of doing something like Waifu Wednesdays, where I just play visual novels that are in my backlog to kind of cool down from the Magic grind. And I'll do some talks with Hannah today, because she's my number 2, and we'll figure out a schedule, seriously talk about if we want to keep doing this. Because if this deck is this busted, then it's just free tickets, right? Like, if my way of playing Magic is already compatible with one of the best decks in the format, sure, right? I think I'm just playing this list until I figure out the format more, and then when I'm informed more about the format, I can make changes. But for now, I think I'm done for today because there's some stuff I need to do. Who's your number 1? I guess Morgana? I guess you're my number 1, Hannah.
Yay. I think you're your number 1. I'm your number
Maybe I'm my number 1. I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to be my own number 1? Because if so, Hannah, if not, Hannah, you're promoted to number 1. Morgana's number 2.
Okay.
Thank you, Curd Bros, and thank you everybody else for stopping by. I will update you all on Twitter. I reactivated my Twitter account. So if you want updates on when I'm streaming next, I know a lot of you probably followed me before, and I'm sorry I deleted it, but I need to start using it again anyway. I gotta start engaging with social media again if I'm gonna like actually publish this game, so I might as well. Jacob, you should be your own number one. Alright, Zach says that I'm my own number one, so I am.
I said that first.
You did say that, but now we have two people validating the idea. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one.